had a really nice lunch, but I am crashing now. I am so tired. I would like some chocolate though, so let's go ahead and open this up. We've got the puzzle and we have some Lindt chocolate. I'm gonna put Hubby's in his little bento box, and then I'm going to eat one now. Here are the two chocolates. This one here is one of my favorites. I think it is mint candy cane. I'm gonna save this one. And then this is new to us. This is a vegan milk chocolate. I think it would be pretty good. Texture looks a bit different from the other milk chocolate ones. It almost looks like old milk chocolate where there's like a bloom on it. Smells exactly like chocolate. At first I couldn't tell the difference, but the aftertaste does have a little bit of that non-dairy milk aftertaste. I wouldn't say it's like a coconut milk, but like an almond or an oat milk aftertaste. It's good though. I would definitely get it again. Although I don't tend to buy a lot of the plain milk chocolate Lindor. I prefer all of the different flavors, like the fruity flavors, the mint, the nutty flavors, and that sort of thing. I'm curious if Hubby will notice a difference. I suspect he won't. Day 2 is down here. And once again, I'm gonna do the new one first. I'm a bit tired today because I stayed up for a long time editing yesterday's Vlogmas. And it's funny because I've been doing YouTube videos for over 10 years. I think I started in 2011, but I still don't have a good sense of how much time it takes me to edit a video. I've never really timed it, so I'm thinking I might try to figure that out. It would be really nice to know how long it takes to edit, say like a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video. And I suspect it's not linear. I think a 5-minute video would take very little time, but a 10-minute video would take more than double the time. I was trying to calculate how many hours I spent on yesterday's 17-minute video because I did some editing after we went to the movies, after dinner, after family couch time. So it was like 3 big chunks of editing. I think altogether I probably spent around 6 hours editing that video. The other thing I want to talk about is 31 days to 2025. So today is Me Time Monday, which means that we can basically do whatever it is our hearts desire, as long as it's something we truly, truly want to do. When I woke up this morning, I immediately thought, the only thing I want to do right now is take a nap. But now that I am halfway through the day, I still want to take a nap, but that's not going to be my Me Time Monday thing because I do take power naps all the time, almost every day. So I want to do something that's a bit different that I don't do every day. So I think what I want to do, what I really, 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 truly want to do today, I want to play with some of my new art supplies. I think that is what I'm going to do for Me Time Monday. I am very excited. Oh, puzzle number 1's done. There's one more thing I want to mention during puzzle chat. If you've been following along with my empties, you probably have a good sense of what types of products I enjoy. So some of you might be surprised that I had toothpaste on my list to buy today. I love the Atomy toothpaste, and I haven't bought one of these mainstream brand toothpastes in a very, very long time, in many, 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 many years, because before the Atomy toothpaste, I was using the tooth powder. So the reason I bought this is because I went to the dentist and had a cleaning, and we also decided to tack on a complete oral exam. When I looked back, it looked like the last time was in 2019, so that was quite a while ago. My cleaning was very light, but the x-rays showed some shadowing in my teeth, and my dentist also found a tiny cavity behind my front tooth here. So she had me go back to get some fillings done. So that was fine. I went back, and the appointment took a while because I had one cavity, back lower molar, that ended up being a lot bigger than she expected. So she had seen the shadowing in the x-ray, but there was nothing on the surface. The surface of the tooth looked completely fine. It was only when she drilled into it to get to the cavity that she saw in the x-ray that she noticed the cavity was quite a bit bigger than she thought. So I asked her, you know, how does that happen? Because you can't see it on the surface of the tooth. And she said that there are lines on the top of your teeth where bacteria can get in and a cavity can form, and also near your gum there can be like microscopic holes, I guess, where bacteria can get in. I'm prone to cavities as it is. I've always had a lot of cavities, but since I've started caring for my teeth a bit better, I haven't had a cavity in a while. So I started thinking, you know, what could be the cause? Maybe it's because I didn't have a dental cleaning for quite some time. But then I also thought, well, what if it's my toothpaste? Because the Atomy toothpaste and also the tooth powder I was using before, they are all fluoride free. In Toronto, we have fluoride in our water, but when I looked into it further, the fluoride in the water is based on the assumption that we are using toothpaste with fluoride in it. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to go back to a toothpaste with fluoride, but I can't stand the taste of this stuff. Thinking I'm only going to use it once a day right before I go to bed. So then I don't really have to taste it all day or taste it in conjunction with like my tea and whatnot. I did not expect to be talking so much about dental care during this episode, but because I don't plan out my Vlogmas all that much or script out my videos, whatever wants to come out comes out. I love my dentist though. She is so gentle, and they genuinely seemed concerned about me feeling pain from that big cavity I had. I did feel a little bit achy when the numbing wore off, but it was very bearable and I healed up really, really quickly. And I am done both the puzzles. Birds in both of them today. Oh my gosh, it's holding hot chocolate. Oh, so cute. Good girl. Lulu is always so funny when I'm about to take a power nap. She will run and jump onto me, so excited to have cuddle time. She'll cuddle for all of like a minute and then she'll leave. But I'm feeling quite refreshed and I want to do my Me Time Monday activity now. The first thing I'm going to show you are these Mildliners. A few years ago, I think when I was still working full-time, I bought 3 sets of 5 Mildliners, kind of like this set, except the color family was different. I loved pretty much all of them. There were some that were more traditional highlighter colors. They were really, really light that I didn't tend to use as much because I mainly use these to decorate cards that I send out or in my bullet journals and that sort of thing. I don't really use them to highlight text. So I used all of the Mildliners that I had and I used them quite often over the years. I went through my collection the other day and I let go of all of the ones that were dried out and I have these 7 remaining. So I thought, you know what, since these are my favorite and I use them so often and I've had them for so many years, I'm going to restock. So I bought 2 sets that I haven't tried before. This set is called the Refresh set, and I think all of these colors are new to me. The second set is this neutral palette. There are 8 Mildliners and 2 of these click art pens that I've never tried before. So out of these Mildliners, I think I have this one. And then I think I also had one of the gray ones and it was one of my favorites, but that one dried out long ago because I used it so much. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to use this. I bought an electric pencil sharpener because I realized I had all of these pencil crayons. I call them pencil crayons. I think that is pretty widely used in Canada, but in the US and I think elsewhere they're known as colored pencils. But I have these 2 packs of colored pencils. This set must have been from, I think, high school. They've never been used. They haven't even been sharpened. And I wasn't about to use my tiny manual sharpener to sharpen all of these colored pencils. And in addition to the Prismacolor set, I also have this Laurentian set, which is also quite ancient, at least 2 decades old. And again, none of these are sharpened, which is why I've never used them. So I really want to use these because the ones I'm using now are Crayola brand and the quality isn't the best. I know these aren't great quality either, but I'd like to use what I have before buying something new. So the other thing I've been really wanting to do since I got the parcel in on Friday was to go ahead and sharpen my colored pencils. And hubby keeps looking at the sharpener and he really wants to use it too. I've plugged in the pencil sharpener. I'm just gonna test it out with one of my Crayola pencil crayons. Ooh! Oh! We are gonna have some fun right now. Dang, that point. I did not lose any of the color. I am so impressed. That was so satisfying, and this is how much I have in terms of pencil shavings. That was a lot of fun. It is exactly what I wanted to do today. The color swatches are beautiful. The new pens I did have to go over a couple of times because I think being the first time I'm using them, the color isn't running very smoothly yet, but the shades are beautiful. These 2 shades do look very similar, and the click art pens worked really well. They have this little nub on the end, and I think you can discard it after. It's just like a little rubber stopper that protects the tip of the pen, and I think I read online that these pens are supposed to pull the moisture in the air to prevent them from drying out. So I don't think you need the stopper once you've used it, but it actually goes in place very easily. So I figured I would just keep it in there. But they wrote very nicely. I especially love the brown one. Hubby and I are having dinner now. I did a little experiment. I had made some paneer korma on the last day of the Eat at Home challenge, so on November 30th, and I bought the Patek's korma sauce. Don't remember if I've tried it before. I've tried a lot of the Patek sauces and they're pretty decent, but I found it not that flavorful. We had to add a lot of salt and other things to it. So we had a little bit of the paneer korma left, and I knew I wanted to make more for dinner tonight, and I was intending to make more of the same. But when I went to the store to buy the korma sauce, I thought, you know what? I want to try something else, so that's why I picked up the tikka masala sauce instead. and I just mixed it all in together. So the leftover korma and the tikka masala, like an entire mishmash of sauces. So let me try it. Oh, it's much better. It's much better than the korma. The korma was very bland. I also used the sous vide juices. So I put a lot of stuff in here.
Holy.
I did it.
So fast. Fine. Next. Oh.
Second pencil, you already broke it. You don't have to push it so hard.
You do it. Let me see how you do it.
I just try to hold it in place. Just kind of let it go on its own.
Holy.
Doing a lot of strange things when Hubby uses it.
It stops on its own?
I
That's why?
think it stops a little bit, but not. It gets to
Holy!
like a
I
sharp
wonder how you
point.
can keep going.
I don't know. I am going to end off the vlog here. Hubby, I guess, will keep sharpening pencils. You want to try one of these? Oh, he doesn't want to do. Okay, I'll do the Laurentian one. He can do the Crayola ones because they're all pretty blunt. So he will continue to do that while I start editing this vlog. Thank you so much for watching Vlogmas-ish Day 2. I will see you tomorrow for Day 3.